Do you know if you can perform a simple movement that could reveal how long you have left to live? Most people over 65 do not realize that basic movements are powerful predictors of longevity. Doctors and researchers have found that losing these small abilities is more than just a sign of aging. It is a warning that the body is shutting down and the clock is ticking faster than you think. In this video, we are diving into 7 simple movements that are directly linked to your life expectancy after 65. If you struggle with even one, it could be time to take action, because studies show that people who lose these abilities have a much higher risk of death within 5 years. This is not about running marathons or bench pressing your body weight. These are small, everyday movements that reflect the real state of your muscles, nerves, and heart. Stay tuned until the end, because you will not only discover which movements matter most, but you will also learn the hidden reasons why doctors pay close attention to these tests and what you can do to improve your odds starting today. Now let's get started. Movement 1. Rising from a chair without using your hands. One of the strongest predictors of future health in seniors is the ability to stand up from a chair without pushing off with your hands or arms. This movement might seem basic, but it quietly reveals the strength of your legs, hips, core muscles, and even your sense of balance. Doctors have studied this for years and found that those who cannot perform it are at a sharply increased risk of falls, hospital stays, and early mortality. Let me share about my friend Henry, who is 79 and lives in Iowa. Henry started noticing that he needed to use his hands to get out of his favorite recliner. At first, he shrugged it off as normal aging. But after his doctor explained that this loss of strength and balance could be a sign of declining health, Henry began working on leg and core exercises every day. With time, he was able to rise without support again, and his confidence, independence, and outlook improved with it. Being able to stand up smoothly means your body is still working in harmony. Your muscles, nerves, and circulation are functioning well. Losing this ability is often the first sign that your body is slowing down in a way that shortens your lifespan. It is not about brute strength. It is about keeping the wiring between your mind and muscles strong, coordinated, and sharp. Try it now. Sit in a sturdy chair with your arms crossed over your chest and see if you can rise to a full stand without rocking or using your hands. If it feels tough, do not panic. Start practicing and talk with your doctor or a physical therapist about simple strength routines. This one movement, practiced regularly, could give you more years of life, better balance, and a renewed sense of independence. Movement 2. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds. The simple act of standing on one leg without holding on to anything is one of the most telling movements when it comes to predicting longevity in people over 65. This movement is about much more than balance. It tests the strength of your ankles, hips, core, and even your inner ear. Doctors have observed that seniors who cannot maintain this pose for at least 10 seconds are significantly more likely to suffer a fall or decline rapidly in their overall health. Let me tell you about my neighbor Ruth, who is 81 and lives in Ohio. Ruth used to feel wobbly whenever she tried to stand on one foot, especially when she was putting on her socks in the morning. After reading about the importance of this movement, she made it part of her daily routine to practice standing on each leg, counting slowly to 10. Within a few weeks, Ruth noticed she could balance longer and felt more sure of herself moving around the house. Her family was relieved, and so was she. The reason this movement matters so much is that it brings together so many different systems in your body. It shows how well your brain, nerves, and muscles communicate, and how strong your support muscles are against gravity. If your body cannot keep you steady, even for a few seconds, it is a sign that important systems are breaking down, and that the risk of falls, fractures, and even sudden decline is much higher. Take a moment now to stand near a countertop or sturdy chair, and see if you can balance on one foot for 10 seconds without help. If you need to grab something or cannot make it, do not be discouraged. Most people can improve their balance with practice, and it is never too late to start. By building up this simple skill, you are investing in more years of strength, confidence, and life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Movement 3. Climbing a flight of stairs without stopping. Being able to walk up a set of stairs without pausing, holding onto the rail, or feeling completely winded by the top is one of the best real-world tests of your heart, lungs, leg muscles, and stamina. Doctors have long used stair climbing as a quick way to judge whether a senior is aging, healthily or silently struggling with problems that may shorten life. Research shows that the inability to climb a single flight of stairs is closely linked with higher rates of heart disease, frailty, and early death. Let me tell you about Frank, who is 75 and lives in Georgia. For years, Frank avoided the stairs in his house, always taking the elevator or asking for help when he had to visit friends in walk-up apartments. After his daughter mentioned that doctors use stair climbing as a marker for longevity, Frank decided to make a change. He started with a single step, resting when needed, and over time, worked up to climbing a full flight without stopping. The result? He felt more energetic, less short of breath, and his doctor noticed real improvements in his blood pressure and blood sugar. Stair climbing is not just about strong legs. It measures your heart's ability to pump blood, your lungs' capacity to deliver oxygen, and your muscles' ability to respond under pressure. Struggling with stairs or avoiding them altogether is a sign that your body's reserves are running low, a silent warning that health troubles may be closer than you think. If you have stairs at home, use them as your personal test. See if you can walk up at a steady pace without leaning heavily on the rail or needing to stop for breath. If it feels impossible or if you feel dizzy or weak, talk to your doctor about a plan to rebuild your strength safely. Every step you reclaim is another chance at a longer, healthier life. Movement 4, getting up from the floor without assistance. Few things reveal your true physical condition after 65, like your ability to get up from the floor on your own. Whether you sit down intentionally or take a tumble, being able to rise without help from another person or a sturdy piece of furniture is a powerful marker for your core strength, flexibility, coordination, and resilience. Studies show that seniors who lose this ability face a dramatically higher risk of losing independence and ultimately of early death within 5 years. Let me share about my friend James, who is 77 and lives in North Dakota. A few winters ago, James slipped while picking up his newspaper and found himself unable to stand up without crawling to a bench and hauling himself up. It scared him and his family. That day, his doctor explained that getting up from the floor is a complex movement, one that depends on every major muscle group working together. James committed to simple stretches and strength exercises, and over time, he regained the ability to get up without help. The confidence and sense of control it gave him were priceless. Getting up from the floor is not just about muscle power. It tests your hips, knees, core, and your mental focus under stress. Seniors who lose this ability often become fearful of falls and may limit their activities, which only leads to faster decline. The loss of this skill is one of the clearest signs that the body's in trouble, and a wake-up call to act before more independence slips away. If you can, try this now. Gently lower yourself to the floor. Then see if you can stand up without grabbing for furniture or help. If you find it difficult, do not be discouraged. Most people can improve with regular practice, gentle stretching, and the guidance of a physical therapist if needed. Every time you reclaim a bit of mobility, you are taking back control of your future. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Movement 5, carrying groceries or a laundry basket across the room. The ability to pick up and carry a moderately heavy object, like a grocery bag, a basket of laundry, or a small box across your kitchen or living room is a vital sign of true functional strength. It may sound simple, but it actually tests your grip, arms, shoulders, core, back, and legs all at once. Seniors who lose this ability are much more likely to struggle with daily living, lose their independence, and face an increased risk of hospital stays and earlier mortality. My friend Linda, who is 81 and lives in Michigan, used to pride herself on carrying in her own groceries. But after a winter illness, she noticed it was suddenly a struggle just to pick up a full shopping bag and walk across her kitchen. Linda's doctor told her this loss of strength and stamina was more than just inconvenience. It was a red flag for overall decline. With encouragement and a simple at-home strength program, Linda slowly rebuilt her ability, and with it, her confidence and autonomy. Being able to carry a load from one spot to another is not about brute force. It shows that your body's big muscle groups are working together, your heart and lungs are keeping up, and your balance is steady even while you are in motion. When this movement becomes difficult, everyday life gets harder, and research shows the years ahead become shorter. Take a moment and see if you can lift a grocery bag or basket of towels and walk it across the room with steady steps and good posture. If it feels unsafe or unsteady, that is a message from your body. Start with lighter loads and short distances, and ask your doctor or physical therapist for tips to build back up. With a little time and persistence, you can reclaim this essential skill, and in doing so, give yourself a better shot at staying active, independent, and well. Movement 6, turning your head fully from side to side. The ability to smoothly and comfortably turn your head left and right, looking over each shoulder without pain or stiffness, is one of the most overlooked movements linked to both independence and safety as you age. This movement checks not just the flexibility of your neck, but also your balance, your coordination, and your awareness of your surroundings. Seniors who lose the ability to turn their head fully, often due to arthritis, muscle tightness, or neurological issues, are at much greater risk for falls, accidents, and even social isolation, all of which have been linked in medical studies to a shorter life expectancy. Take my neighbor Bill, who is 78 and lives in Missouri. Bill always took his neck for granted until one day he realized he could no longer turn to check for cars before crossing the street. This loss of range made driving, walking, and even simple conversations more challenging. With his doctor's encouragement, Bill started doing gentle neck stretches and posture exercises. Within a couple of months, he regained much of his range of motion, and with it, a new sense of security moving through daily life. Turning your head might not seem like much, but it is a sign that the rest of your body is still mobile and responsive. When you lose this movement, your world shrinks. You may avoid driving, socializing, or even going outside, all of which can speed up decline. Restoring and maintaining this small motion is a powerful way to defend your freedom and well-being. Try this now, sitting tall in a chair. Turn your head slowly to the left and then to the right, aiming to look over each shoulder. If you feel tightness or pain, do not force it. Start with gentle daily movements and ask your doctor or a therapist for safe stretching routines. Every degree of motion you keep is another tool for staying independent, alert, and alive longer. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Movement 7, reaching both arms overhead comfortably. The last movement is something so basic, so deeply tied to everyday independence, that you might not even realize its importance until you lose it. Raising both arms straight up over your head without pain or severe limitation. Whether you are reaching for a can in the cupboard, hanging up a coat, or waving to a friend across the street, this motion is a snapshot of your shoulder, spine, and upper back health. When seniors lose this ability, life narrows quickly, leading to loss of confidence, more dependence on others, and a higher risk of frailty and mortality over the next few years. Let me share the story of my friend Gloria, who is 83 and lives in Arizona. Gloria noticed one day that reaching for her favorite cereal on the top shelf became a struggle. It started with mild stiffness, but soon she needed help just to get dressed or style her hair. After seeing her doctor, she learned that this movement is a crucial test of joint health, flexibility, muscle strength, and even nerve function. With daily stretching, gentle resistance exercises, and a little patience, Gloria slowly regained most of her mobility, and with it, the simple joys of doing things for herself. Raising your arms overhead may seem trivial, but it keeps you capable of caring for yourself and staying involved in life's little moments. Losing this movement can signal arthritis, rotator cuff injuries, spinal issues, or general muscle loss, all of which can spiral into further health problems if left unaddressed. Sit or stand and see if you can lift both arms all the way up, keeping them close to your ears. If you feel a sharp catch or simply cannot get them up, that is your cue to start gentle range of motion and strengthening exercises. Ask your doctor or a physical therapist for help if needed. By working to restore this simple movement, you are fighting for your autonomy, dignity, and, according to research, even your years on this earth. For Magnotronom. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this important conversation about the 7 simple movements that may predict your future more accurately than any blood test, I hope you are feeling more aware of your own abilities and more determined than ever to protect them. Each movement is more than just a medical test. It is a sign of life, independence, and the freedom to enjoy your days on your own terms. You may have found that one or more of these movements are a challenge for you right now. If so, do not lose heart. The key message here is that decline is not inevitable, and that with awareness, effort, and sometimes a little professional help, you can regain lost abilities and buy yourself more years of health, joy, and connection. Start today by picking one movement and working gently at it each day. Listen to your body, ask for support when you need it, and celebrate even the smallest progress. Every step forward is a victory, not just for your physical health, but for your self-confidence and peace of mind. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.